Last topic of the day, we're going to talk about we're going to switch back to the NFL, and we're going to talk a little bit about who the MVP of the league is through 17 weeks and who I think should and will win it. And I touched on this a little bit earlier when I was talking about the Super Bowl chances. And I'm going to go to this we're going to look at this Christmas game, okay? When it came to Christmas night, it was the Niners and Ravens, and I think your top two were Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson. And whoever had the clear better game would have likely ran away with the award. And Lamar Jackson had the way better game than Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had his worst game of the season. Lamar Jackson had a very, very good outing. And that's why I think Lamar Jackson is going to win the MVP. And I think he should. I think without Lamar Jackson, that Ravens team is just not good as they would be. And people might come at me just because I used to not be a big Lamar Jackson believer. And to be fair, he's still isn't. It's tough to hold it against him though because he's still succeeding. So I'm not even gonna say that. Lamar Jackson essentially proved me wrong, and it took him a while, but he did. And listen, Lamar Jackson is a top quarterback in this league right now, and he's playing exceptionally well. He's playing really good football. He is effective in both the passing and the running. And like I said, I don't know how he might not be up there with Mahomes as being a passer. No one really is. I guess Aaron Rodgers, but he's improved his passing drastically, and his running is still elite. And Lamar Jackson has just been playing very well, and he's been the biggest part of the Ravens' success, right? So I think he's the MVP. I think he will win it. I think he should win it, and I think Brock Purdy had a chance to cement himself as the MVP on Monday Night Football, Christmas night, right? Everybody watching. The lights are bright. Whoa, that rhymed. That was pretty cool. That was like a Christmas song. That could be like the new theme for Monday Night Christmas Football. Anyways, yeah, everything was kind of like it was like a big game for Brock Purdy, and hey man, you're the guy system quarterback. How about you prove yourself? And he kind of faded. He faded, and that's actually something I'm a little nervous for because like I said, the lights were brightest. Those are some bright lights. I heard it was the second most watched Monday night game of all time. It first actually was earlier this season, so you could tell football's growing. But yeah, this was the second most watched Monday night game. Christmas night, everyone's got the game on Christmas night. Bink, hit it right on the remote. Christmas night, football. Who doesn't love it? Everyone's got the game on Christmas night. Everyone's watching you. Everyone's watching you play football. Right? Brock Purdy kind of regressed and he didn't play very well. So Lamar Jackson cemented his MVP case. Brock Purdy fell out of the MVP conversation. Somebody I still think should be in the conversation is Christian McCaffrey. And honestly, if they gave the MVP award to Christian McCaffrey, I wouldn't be mad at all. I think that's a very valid pick, right? I would probably give it to Lamar Jackson, but I think it's a very valid pick to give it to Christian McCaffrey. He's played really well. He's been our MVP. He's totally our MVP. He's more valuable to the team than Brock Purdy for sure, but he is an extremely valuable piece to this team. So he's definitely in the conversation. I was big on Tyreek Hill getting the award. I was huge on Tyreek Hill getting the award early on, and then he got hurt, and he wasn't fantastic for 2 weeks. So I think the award is Lamar Jackson's, and he's not playing week 18, which I don't think it would hurt or help his case. Anyways, season's pretty much over for 90% of the NFL teams. So Lamar Jackson's the MVP. Brock Purdy, like I said, had his chance, but ended up not coming through with it. And I think, again, Christian McCaffrey should be up there as well. The award is Lamar Jackson's. He will win his second MVP of his career and potentially a Super Bowl this season. Who knows? Is Lamar Jackson a guy who's able to win a Super Bowl? Because that was kind of like conversation. That was talk for a while. Like, can you win a Super Bowl with a guy that's with this type of quarterback? I don't know. It's really tough. So we're going to have to find out. But that's who I think the MVP of the NFL should and will